Hi, Mary. Hi, Dominic. Same to you. Huh. Did I miss something? I was on earlier, but I had to leave. That's the reason why I'm coming back on. Hi, Alexis, dude. How you doing? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up. Uh, Thank you so much for showing up. You missed you missed a good thing going earlier, Dominic. It was there was there was a porn star here earlier. Mary could tell you all about it. It was funny. It was funny, man. If you want to join me, you can, Dominic. I don't know what you're doing right now, but you're more than welcome to join me. I got a bit done on the 55 Chevy. I was it was a female. I didn't check the site out, Dominic. Somebody told me, and what happened was the person that was under her was timed out, and I think YouTube did that. They do that automatically because if it's discriminating against the host, how they think so, how they think it was, then they will uh, time the person out, which I have no control over. But the person thought it was me, but it wasn't me. But it was funny. That's the second time that happened. That's so funny. Hi, Alexis. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your support and love for this channel. Hi, Mark. How's it going? The links on the top. That's so my son can have a good Christmas. That's all that is for. You know, I'm pretty tight with funds as it is, so that's the only reason it's up there. If you can donate, donate. If you can't, well, that's understandable. We're all struggling. A lot of people are struggling right now as we speak with this epidemic going on. You can't say the word because they'll pull your channel. So, fun, 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 like normal. What are your chickens? Chasing your chickens? Make sure you got all your chickens counted for. I'll just show you what I got done so far, if I can. I think I get a better camera or something. See, I just made the braces here, and then I make the back part. So it's getting there. As you can see, it fits like a glove. It fits really tight, so. I'm just waiting for the third step, Lexus dude. Uh, because of the weekend, they're probably not going to do anything. Hi, Dominic.
What's up?
Oh, I'm just working on the 55, showing what I've done so far. I don't go too far because I don't want people to get confused.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean.
Yep.
But I think what I'm going to have to do when I start getting really into the nitty gritty of it, I'm going to have to record it and then post it later
Okay.
because doing it with a hangout or chat, uh, no, it won't work for me.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. I'm not a multitask person. I don't know about you, but I'm not a multitask person.
Yeah, it could be rough trying to keep everything lined up and in camera focus and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially when you're, getting into the scratch building part. Like this is just, not major, but like I got the roll bar mostly done in the back part and a bit of the front part done on the 55 so far, and it fits really tight. Oh, you off today?
And now I worked earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm almost monetized too, eh? On my channel.
Trying to
Oh
see if I
wow.
if I backlight this, if you can see the grill through the mesh.
Oh yeah. Cool. I like the color. Is that black?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is going to be Earnhardt's unveiling car. So it's not really the race car. It was just a race car with the minimal decals on it. When he
right.
switched to the Goodwrench black car,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's what
I
this
had
is going to be.
I never really followed NASCAR too much, so I followed the old NASCAR when Richard Petty used to race
Yeah,
all the time and his
yeah.
son. And back in those days, eh?
This one's more or less going to be a show car. It's what it was anyway. It was just had chrome wheels, chrome spoiler.
Yeah, but they had a lot of those cars that were built for NASCAR racing, but they never put them on the track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Richard Petty has quite a few cars that never stepped foot on track.
Hmm. Promotional cars probably.
Yeah, yeah, pretty well. Yeah, showing like new products that they brought out, things like that. Hey, Mark, if you drive to Miguel, he's got an extra car in his driveway. He's got like 8 or 9 cars. Yeah, Christmas will be here soon. I love Christmas. How about you?
That's it's probably my favorite holiday.
I like it because, well, the last couple of years we couldn't, visit people. So hopefully this year I get to see my sister. I haven't seen her in like almost 3 years now. Hi,
Yeah.
Miguel.
Hey, Miguel.
And she just lives in the next town, but we weren't allowed to leave our town because of the ordeal of what's going on in the world for the longest time. So, yeah, I don't like the winter either, Mark. Can't complain yet. Our weather hasn't been that bad. It's supposed to be plus something tomorrow or Monday, I think it is. And then it's supposed to go back down to zero after that.
Yeah. No, our forecast is pretty good for the next week or two.
We can't complain. We haven't had much snow yet. So usually we get quite a bit of that this time of year. Oh, lucky you, Mark. You got more presents, right? Because your birthday is right before Christmas. Yeah, I was on earlier and we had and it kills me, these people, that you don't know, they're trying to get into the chat and then they're trying to, post their links easy access so they don't have to pay for a web page or whatever. It's crazy. Yeah, thank you. I don't even know how to pronounce that name because it's all in symbols. Anything below plus 15 is too cold for me, yeah. What are you working on the screen right now?
I think the pronunciation is written there. It's Hirotan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you go down, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see it. It says that my name is Hirotan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He or she, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it's not showing on the restream, but maybe it's showing on the YouTube. Takes a while for either one to. Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah. Okay. So you're busy at work, I gather, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm home tonight.
Yeah. Don't you find it hard to cook for yourself sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, just cooking for one could be a little bit of a challenge.
No kidding.
I learned how to make small lasagnas now, though. I went to the dollar store and they had, those little metal, the little tins that they give you at the restaurant to take food home. It's like
Yep.
a rectangular tin with a paper foil cover on it.
Right, right.
Well, I bought a 3-pack of them for $1, and they make a perfect small lasagna.
Oh, cool.
And you get I get the Barella no bake noodles,
Right.
no boil noodles. Just stack them up in there one and layer the sauce and cheese between them. Throw them in the oven for an hour, and they last 2 meals
Oh, wow.
at least.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And you don't
I
have this
use.
giant tray of lasagna in your refrigerator for 2 weeks.
Oh, I know, I know. Well, what I do is I have a slow cooker, so I make a lot of chili and meatloaf and things of that
Hmm.
nature in it. I find that handy
Yeah.
because
Still, even at that, that's hard to make like for one person. I always end up, I make it like when my daughter's going to be around. They're like, here, take some of this home.
yeah, 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 me too. Yeah, I just have a small slow cooker. It's for 1.5 person. It says that's what it says, anyways. But even to make a meatloaf, it's pretty handy.
Yeah.
Like you can even cook a whole meal in there. Like I put sweet potatoes, carrots,
Hmm.
and gravy and whatnot in there, and I do it the night before, and then soon enough, 5 o'clock the next day is ready
Yep.
because
Do you
it
use
doesn't
those
burn.
do you use those liners that they sell?
Nope, nope, nope. I just put a bit of water in the bottom, or I put gravy or some sauce in the bottom. That's it. And it doesn't
I
burn
use
at
the
all.
plastic liners, and it makes it easy. I don't have you don't have to clean it when you're done. You just pull the plastic out, throw it away. It's all
Oh,
done.
yeah, yeah, I guess.
I don't have a
You,
dishwasher, so I can't just throw it in a dishwasher.
oh, I don't have a dishwasher. All I do is I put it in the sink and then I put a bit of dish soap in it and then just let it soak in and then it's ready to clean up. And it's easy to clean.
Yeah,
Doesn't take much. Doesn't
it's
take much.
stone, so it usually is, but
Yeah. Yeah,
I usually
because
have.
nothing will stick to it.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just afraid the more I move it around and stuff, the more chance I might drop it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got to watch that because it'll just shatter like crazy.
Yeah.
But they last a long time though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mine just has a dial. It doesn't have like digital readout or anything like that on it. It just has a dial, uh, uh, slow cooking, high cooking, and keep it warm. And that's it.
Hmm. Yeah. Same with mine.
Yeah. I looked at the digital one and I thought to myself, do I really want to learn all that shit? No, I don't think so.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. 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 I like to get one of those. I got one of those indoor outdoor barbecues because they had them on sale for $35 at Canadian Tire, and they were originally 135 or 140 bucks. And all you do is you plug it in, you put water in the bottom. It's got two grills on it, and you just cook your sausage or whatever on it. It's great.
Yeah, I have one. I haven't used it yet.
I love it. I love it. It's almost similar to the toaster oven things. Does the same thing.
In fact, I just saw it tonight in my crawl space and uh, behind my living room. I have a storage area, crawl space area. I
Right.
was looking for my N gauge trains, and
Oh
I saw
yeah.
that thing sitting there, and I was like, maybe I should try making something with that this week.
Yeah, my dad was big in trains. He had, I don't know how many trains, but he had quite a few. I still, until this day, I still don't know who got them all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I know he didn't sell them. I think it was my brother that got them all.
Hmm.
He probably sold them for big bucks or whatever.
Yeah, my father's got one of the most sought after post war Lionel train engines.
Oh
There
yeah,
were there were three of them in that came out at post war. There was the Lackawanna, the Virginian, and the Jersey Central.
right,
And the Jersey Central was painted orange and blue because most of their trains were that color at the time.
right.
But then when that engine actually came out for Jersey's use, they were like a solid green.
Oh yeah,
And he has the early edition of it.
oh
And
yeah. Wow.
whenever I tell people about it, their eyes light up. They're like, "Wow, can you bring it down? Can you show can you bring it to the club? We want to see it."
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I think there were two versions of it. Also, it had decals. One version had decals, and one had like pad printed instead. And he's
Yeah.
got the earlier one,
Huh.
so they get gaga about it.
Hi, Big G. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I still have one of the Lionel trains from the '60s, and it's got smoke coming out of the stack, and it makes
Yeah,
sounds and all that shit. But the thing is huge. It's got like a coal thing in the behind the engine, like one of those coal boxes behind the
oh, the
engine.
tender,
Yeah, yeah. And then
locomotive and tender.
then it's got two trailers that go behind it, and that's it. But the thing
Hmm.
is freaking humongous. It's got a big dial for the freaking controller,
My
like the
father
power
in the
source.
'80s, we brought it to a local train depot hobby shop,
Yeah,
and I knew the guy there pretty well, and
right,
he looked at it. He says it was phenomenal. He had the original box. Um, that the battery was never left in it because usually that happens and they corrode. He
right,
says this thing. He says it wouldn't be considered mint because it was run. He
right,
said, but by all means, it is in mint condition. And I think at the time he said somebody would definitely give him like $5,000 for it,
right.
and that was in the '80s.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of those old trains are worth mega bucks.
Yeah, and he runs it every year. It's
Yeah,
probably going to be up around the tree in a week or two.
huh? Yeah, Neil Young, he owns Lionel Trains.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Rod Stewart is a big train guy too. He's got his whole basement full of trains. Yeah, uh, there was somebody on YouTube. He goes to people's houses and he gives them a quote how much their collection is worth.
oh yeah,
And there was a guy. He had his whole house full of old trains, going back from when they first came out till now. And it was quoted $3 million worth of trains.
wow.
Yeah. There was another guy with Hot Wheels, and he had everything you can imagine from the Hot Wheels, even like the display and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild stuff out there.
Yeah, I used to go to those toy shows, and then you see things that you had when you were a kid, and you go, "Shit! If I would have kept it, I would have been rich." Like some of those old puppets and things like that. They're worth big bucks too. Or GI Joes. Look how much
Oh
they're
yeah,
going for on eBay. Unbelievable.
yep.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're restoring your friend's dad's 72 Duster. That's nice. Nice car. I guess the price of old cars where you were at, they're going pretty skyrocket too, eh? Or not too bad. Like the old muscle cars, like the old Mopars. Oh, thanks for sharing me out, Lexus dude. So your winters get pretty bad over there, Dominic, or not too bad?
Um, Actually, the past couple of years have been kind of mild, and they're saying this one might be mild too now.
Yeah, we had, well, last year I wore my spring coat all winter. And that's really weird for here in Canada,
Yeah.
because usually I had to have two coats on, like a windbreaker and then my coat. But not last year. It was freaking mild like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I was able to get away with a windbreaker type hoodie type jacket all
Yeah,
year
yeah,
last year.
yeah.
I think maybe there were 2 days where I doubled up the jackets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once your feet are cold, that's it. Doesn't matter how much clothes you have on.
Oh yeah, I had that at work one time. I was outside for the night, and I had these shoes that had like mesh on them, and the wind was going right through them. Oh,
Oh wow.
I thought it was going to be frostbite.
I rock a blast. Yeah, when I lived in New Brunswick, I used to walk down the hill to go to the variety store. And from my place to the variety store was only like maybe 5 minutes. I already had frostbite.
Wow.
And I was dressed like I'm telling you, I had a lot of clothes on, but still like I had frostbite. It was like 50 below zero. So
Ooh, yeah, that's cold.
yeah, that's probably how they made that series, Flying Nun. That's probably where they made it,
I
right
don't
in the
think I've ever
freaking.
been in temperatures below zero here, like even Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I have. I've been to Winnipeg. I drove all the way down because I was the best man at a wedding, and I see all these poles, for to plug in your freaking transmission coolers and all that shit. I didn't think about it. I didn't think it was going to be that cold in Winnipeg. Sure enough, man. Holy crap! I had a '69 Camaro at the time. I had to leave it there because I opened the hood. All you saw was a sheet of ice.
Man,
Motor just froze right up. I rock a blast, Jamie. How you doing? Yeah, it's pretty mild here too, Mary, today. It's not as cold as it'll be tomorrow. But it's supposed to warm up again Monday, so I don't go anywhere anyways. Ever since this ordeal has been happening in the world. Yeah, they're having a lockdown in Ireland right now, eh?
in Ireland.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, rock a blast. Go to Northwest Territories and you'll find how cold it can get. Yeah, I did a lot of traveling when I was younger. I've been all through Europe, majority of the states, and most of Canada. Where I did it all when I was younger. I'd like to go to Europe again, but I don't know. It's just academic keeps going the way it's going, and I don't think I'll be going anytime soon. That's for sure. It's pretty expensive to go to Europe right now, anyways. Okay, Rock a Blast Gaming. Thanks for showing up, anyways. If you come back, we're usually here for about a couple hours, anyways. I don't think I could drive long distance anymore, anyways. I don't think this body can handle that too well. Oh, I guess I'm by myself. Yeah, I think he had to go on the phone. He might be back. So anybody that wants to donate, it's for my son for Christmas, not for myself. The thing for PayPal me is up there in the pin, just to let you know. So Mary, what kind of car do you think we should all build? I think I'm gonna put the vote to you. Which car do you think we should build or truck? And it's got to be something that we all can get or we already got in our stash or something of that nature. Why are you stuck on painting the Vega, Rusty? Why? Is it the paint you're using? You got an airbrush, don't you? I was pretty sure you said you had an airbrush. Okay, no problem. No problem. Yeah, my son does that too. He's always asking. He's playing a game and then he's asking me something and he can't talk to his mom, which I think is a little, extreme, but it is what it is. He wants to move in with me, which I don't have a problem with. But then we have to change things a little bit, of course, because I'm too easygoing. You got to change a few things. Oh, oh, you don't know how you want it. Well, what are you building? Are you building as a NASCAR? Are you building as a drag car or a muscle car or what? Oh, cool. Cool, Mary. Yeah, I think if you do that interior two-tone with that orange body, that interior is going to pop. You're going to be able to see all the detail you've done to it. Oh, as a slot car, you're going to do it as a slot car. Oh, okay. It seems like you guys, you two have a lot of fun doing that. So I know me and my son, we enjoy it, but I can't always have the track up because it takes too much room in my living room. So otherwise, I have it up all the time. But oh, an old race car look. Well, kind of rusted up a little bit, Rusty, and put some dings in it and bent hood or something of that nature. There's no winners or losers. Uh, no comment, Rusty. No comment. Hi, John Claus. How you doing? How you doing, bud? John Claus, you posted any videos lately? I haven't got any notifications from you. I'm just wondering if you built something and I didn't get a notification. If so, I'm gonna have to check it out. Mary, now, be nice. Uh, Oh, you mean the 65 truck, not the 55 truck. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear, John Claus. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 10 people in the house. Make sure you put those thumbs up, people, when you come in or when you leave. Or down. It's up to you. It's all good. They all get counted anyways. Doesn't matter if the thumbs are down or up. It's all counted. Oh, cool, John Claus. If you need any help, just let me know. Because I can always help you with it. You know, with the intro or whatever. I don't mind. There was another guy in here earlier, Larry. He's from Texas, and he builds rat rods. And he doesn't have any videos on his channel. Not yet, anyways. Yeah, I'm just wondering because a lot of times I had the bells ringed on everybody's channel, and a lot of times I don't even get notification. It's really weird. Oh, thanks, Alexis. Rusty, I know my models. I've been just doing it for 50 plus years, so if you ask me something from the 60s, I can pretty well tell you. I got a pretty good memory when it comes to model kits. But don't get me wrong, I didn't always build drag cars. I do build you know, no muscle cars and street rods and whatnot. I like it all. It's just that I always go back to the drag cars because that's what I like. It's not for everybody, but it's what I like. It's just like a lot of people like NASCARs. I'm not, like I like some of the NASCARs, but would I build a whole bunch? No. I build maybe a couple, but okay. Yeah, I saw that. That is a nice kit, John Claus. The Monte Carlo SS. I've got the Grand National, and that is also a nice kit. If you can get your hands on the Grand National, get it. It's a very nice kit. Very well detailed. For monogram, anyways. It even comes with spark plug wires. If you get the right one, there are different versions of it. I think the latest one, that's what it came with, spark plug wires, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning to you. Well, it's nighttime here, but yeah, maybe where you're at is probably good morning. Yeah, it's just YouTube playing around, Rusty. It's just like I got my 4,000 hours, and I'm just waiting for the third step to go through, and then you'll see a dollar sign where it says R right beside it, and that's all I'm waiting for. But it's a weekend right now, so they're not gonna process it right now. They'll do it maybe on Monday. Oh, same in the first issue, Steve. Oh, okay. Did you want to come in since you're here? Here's the links if you want to come in. There we go. What kind of tape you gonna use, Rusty, to do the three-tone paint job? As long as it doesn't have curves and it's all straight, it should be not a problem with the Tamiya tape. But Tamiya does have. Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. By the way, what's your name? The one with the symbols on the above their name? I don't know who that is. That. Oh yeah. Okay. I think you mentioned it earlier, but I kind of went by it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. This beard is making me look older than I am. Mary and Rusty, they're debating who's going to win the next race. That's what they're doing. I put $5 on Mary. Well, Steve is probably trying to figure out how to get back in here again. I guess. I don't know. Hi, Fluffy. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your support and for you showing up and showing your love for my channel. Thanks. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, wow. Freaking YouTube is way, way behind. Oh, not too bad, Fluffy. You can send me a Christmas gift if you like. There's a pin on the top. Just, uh, just send whatever you can afford. Rusty, the best thing to do is if you don't want like any bleed through, especially bleed through, what I do is I put the tape on and I just put a little bit of floor wax, like Pledge, like Future, along that seam. So that way, no bleed through. But I use the blue tape and I never have a problem with it pulling any paint off or the 2 meter tape. Yeah, me too. This is what I use. That's what I use. That and this. And then I got the 2 meter tape. I got the 2 meter tape too. But I basically use that for the interior panels or whatever. Uh, Either orange and black or orange and gray, Mary, for the interior. That's what I would do. That's how I would do it, anyways. I don't like all black because I kind of if you're doing a lot of detail on the interior, because I'm sure that dashboard has a lot of gauges and whatnot, so you want to detail that. And if it's all black, then you're not going to see all the work you've done. So it's going to hide a lot of that. That's why you got to look at it. That's my personal opinion, but that's just my advice. You know, it's free. Oh, there's 8 people in the house. A lot better now than it was earlier. But then I kind of, I'm gonna schedule these streams from now on. I think it's a lot better doing it that way. So did you hear me, Mary? Or no? No, I would do orange and black or orange and gray, like a medium gray, not a dark gray, because that's almost like black. That's what I would do. Okay. Well, almost similar to how I did my 65 Belvedere because I did it like blue and black, but then I put a silver line strip around the door, around the seat seams between the blue and the black, and you can see it like it's noticeable. But if it was all black, there's no way you would see that, right? I used to paint all my interiors black. I didn't care. But then I was a lot younger, and when you do a lot of detail, and it's just like, like for example, uh, the detail of pedals, like photo etch pedals. Well, why? If you don't have the doors open, you're not going to notice that you got photo etch pedals. You can tell somebody that, but if they don't see it, it's your word against theirs. In other words, what I do is what I can't see, I don't bother with. I don't detail it then. It's like some people like they put bolt heads on the transmission, between the transmission and the block. You can tone that silver down a little bit if you got a little bit of white to mixed with the silver, Mary, and now that'll get you pretty close to aluminum, like a grayish color. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't skip any steps, Mary. The basics are there, and you got to do the basics. The prep is the key of the whole thing. If you prep properly, then your paint jobs are gonna turn out awesome. I mean it. Like I spent a lot of time on prepping the body, like you wouldn't freaking believe. And there's a lot of mistakes and hiccups on the body. Mold lines. things like that you have to remove. Acrylic testers, yellow over orange doesn't work so well. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, because it's acrylic, Rusty, and it's thinner than enamel or lacquer. Well, yeah, you could do that. A lot of times, what I do is I remove the centerpiece of the dash, and I use a soda can to fill that area up, and then I put my own gauges in. Yeah, I'll tell you a story. I had a Trans Am once, and it was tubbed out, and I had my son's car seat right between the tubs. Of course, you couldn't rip with the car with your son sitting in the back seat. That's for sure. You can't take off like you usually do. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging around, Alexis. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I unsubscribed to one person today. Well, last night. I was really pissed. So I don't I'm not knocking anybody, but when you're promoting yourself too much and people are helping you, but you're not returning the favor back, well then no, that's not the right way of how YouTube works. If you want to help somebody, you know, you wash one hand, you get the other one hand clean. I don't know if you ever heard that saying, but that's basically how it works. Like I'll help anybody out, but you know, like some of these people, they get their subscribers so high, and then they forget where it all started and who helped them from the beginning. And they don't show up anymore. No, I don't think that's right. Like I try to watch as many people that are subscribed to me, you know, and I don't always leave a comment. Well, I'm trying to stay positive, Fluffy, but it's not easy sometimes. When the government forces you to go on welfare, that's something wrong there. They don't want to help you. They just say, "Well, here's the alternative. You go on welfare, or you get you both shots. You go back to work for 7 months, and a lot of places won't hire you because of your age." Yeah. Oh, you're quite welcome, Mary. Anytime. That's what I'm here for. You guys have any questions about certain things, if I got an answer, I'll help you. Yeah, the system does suck, Fluffy. But like it's not right because like I've been working since I was 9 years old, and I'm 64 and a half now, and I slaved my butt off all these years, and this is the kind of thanks you get. Oh, not doing too bad, Graham. I'm just trying to get funds for my son's for Christmas. That's all. I'm on welfare right now. The government didn't give me no choice, so they don't give a they don't care about their own people. But I'll be okay once my old age kicks in. But it's just the long process you have to wait for, which won't be until June, and that's a long haul from now to then. Oh yeah, yeah. I used to do renovations, Rusty, a long time ago. Yeah, Graham. So if you can donate and help out, that'd be great. If you can't, I understand. We all a lot of us are struggling as it is. But the pin is on the top at PayPal me, and the links is right there if you like. If you can. If you can't, not a problem. Yeah, I did renovations for quite a few years, but what I hated about it was I was doing it for a lot of family members or friends, and then they thought, "Man, well, we don't have to pay them right away. We can wait," and I just couldn't wait anymore. I was using up my own money. Family members or friends can take advantage of you pretty fast. Yeah, well, it sucks, Graham. I tell you, it sucks big time. I've emailed Justin Trudeau, I don't know, every day for the last 2 months, and he keeps on sending me this information. Well, when you turn 65, well, I'm not 65 yet. I want to know what you're going to do for me now, till I reach 65. But no way, no freaking way. Like I know if I didn't have my son that lives pretty close to me, about 10 minutes away, I'd be going back to Europe, to Holland, because I got two nationalities. So, but you can't retire till you're 66 over there. Oh, why, Grandma? You going for surgery or something? Yeah, Rusty, if you're still here, yeah, I don't have long distance on my phone. That's why I couldn't call you. Sorry about that. But I don't have long distance on my phone, and they charge you an arm and a leg for every minute. I think it's like 25 cents a minute. So, yeah, you got that right, Rusty. There is no respect whatsoever in the workplace. Not whatsoever. You're just a number. Oh, I hope it goes well for you, Graham. I hope it goes well for you, man. Yeah, there's quite a few people that are having health issues lately. To talk over the internet. What do you mean, Miguel? Am I missing something? Did you want to join? I don't know if you want to join. You can use Google Chat if you have Google email. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. When you reach 65, you get old age pension. You get the CPP. Yeah, I know that. I know that, Steve. I already have that. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's for if Steve wants to come in. I don't think I'm gonna do this much longer. Boy, YouTube is really slow with the comments. Okay, okay, Mary. I'll be here for a while, anyways. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming for too long, anyways. Maybe for another hour at the most. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, that's only if you got a Gmail account, Rusty. I don't use it that much. I use it, with Miguel and Jamie, but that's about it. That's about it. Quick chat. I thought you were multitask, Miguel. Call me bastards. Yeah, I'm on Facebook a couple times a day. That's pretty well it. But I got it on my phone too, so call me bastards. Probably talking about Facebook. I should. I don't think Rusty does Facebook. John Claus. I got WhatsApp, and they say you can talk to anybody in the States and Canada or wherever. I haven't used it much, so I don't know. I don't know how it works. If it works good or not, I don't know. No idea. Excuse me. Miguel, if you're still here, there's the chassis so far. I got the back rails done. Roll bar is almost done. Just have to put a couple more bars in. And then bars around the seat, things like that. Yeah, no problem, Rusty. Huh. A lot of things I don't know either when it comes to tech stuff. Ugh. Oh, thanks. Oh, here you go. Got to show you again, Miguel. See? There. No, I don't, Steve. I just use sprue glue for the joints. That's what I use. It looks like a weld point for the for the bars. That's what I use. Oh my goodness. You're a pain in the ass. There. See? See now? Okay. Later, Graham. I hope the test results are okay with you, and you're in my prayers. Later, Graham. Have a good night. No, I don't pin the joints at all, Steve, because it's not hollow tubing. That's just stuff I use. 222 evergreen, 1/16. That's what I use. You. Did you see it now, Miguel? Did you see the chassis now? That's what I'm asking. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. I thought I already thought. Okay. Thank you. Oh, 11 people in the house. Ooh, ah, cool. More the merrier. Okay. Sorry. I'm just gonna, for now on, record it and then post a video of it if I do any progress. I'll probably do some more on it tomorrow. Not today. I had to move the roll bar more in so it would sit properly. I think I'm gonna work on the 70 Super V tomorrow. Get the chassis painted and whatnot. So you got some of your Christmas shopping done, Miguel? I don't know if anybody wants to join. It's only gonna be a while longer on here. Just a while longer. Dominic was here earlier when he was talking to his daughter, so he had to leave. Where the hell is Mopar Nut? I guess he's not coming anymore. Yeah, I don't blame you, Rusty. There's a lot of BS on there. Hi, Art and Game Channel. How you doing? Oh, you're back. Welcome back, Mary. Must have been a pretty big smoke. Cigarette. Would you mind me calling you? I have long distance and I'm old school. I'm not a psycho. As long as it's not too long, Rusty. Yeah, sure. Once I'm done with this live stream, you can call me if you like. I'm going to be closing up as soon as I'm done my smoke. Yeah. Uh, there's my number. Yeah, there's my number, Rusty, if you want to call me. If you get the WhatsApp, it's free for me. But yeah, you can call me right after the live stream if you like, as long as it's not too long. But if you're set up with Facebook, then it doesn't charge me anything, and then it goes through my Wi-Fi. Then you gotta do like a video call. Heh, I am a vet. Does that help? Yeah, sure. Hi, Steve.
Yes. Oh, Hi,
Yeah.
John. Is
Wait,
this the kit you were talking about?
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the first issue of that kit.
Oh, I didn't know.
I've had
I,
that for many years.
yeah, I know. I know some of them when they came out, they didn't have the wiring.
Yeah, this one had the wiring and it also had two hoses for the heater hoses.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know where they went.
Huh.
But I did at one point I did do the there's something there. I did do the spark plug wires,
Right.
and that's as far as I got with that kit. And then I did the one for one of the guys that was in the car club.
Oh yeah.
I think I showed that one on here.
Well, that's like those spark plug boots. The best ones I ever found was out of the motorcycle kits, like the 1/9 scale.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
But the thing is, to me, it doesn't sell that hose separately, which I wish they did.
Yeah, you could probably make them. I've seen people make them.
Oh yeah. It's just that some of the wire you get is so stiff you have to put on like a nail or a needle so to spread it out a little bit so it fits over the spark plug wire.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had to do that before.
yeah. Oh, show it again, Steve.
Ah,
That model kit.
I got this at Zeller, so you know how old that is.
Oh yeah. God, we haven't had sellers here for I don't know how long.
Well,
Quite a
no,
while now.
Zellers is gone here.
Oh, Zeller's been gone for quite a while here.
Yeah, they've been gone forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
yeah.
Um, I don't know if Model Message Board they would have that kit. I'm sure. Let me just look and see. 19. What's that? 86, isn't it?
Yeah,
Somewhere
yeah,
around the 80s.
yeah.
Let's see if they do have that.
Yeah, I think I had the older box. The older box didn't have the wiring in it. That's the one I have.
Hmm.
I got it somewhere. I'm not gonna look for it now.
I guess Model Express doesn't have that. Or no, wait now.
Yeah, it's a nice kit. So is the Monte Carlo from that series. I think the Monte Carlo was the same year, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Yeah.
87. They show here. Um, Spotlight Hobbies have three of them listed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, one is 26, and the other one is 2645. I think the 2645 is probably the latest one.
So how's their service mailing stuff out now? Is it the same as when Tom was running it, or not?
Well, I don't get anything mailed from them to Canada, so
Oh, oh,
but I
okay.
because I get it mailed to the U.S. because it's too expensive when they mail to Canada. I don't know. They do some different shipping rate. I don't know how the fuck they do it. It's a pain in
Oh,
the ass.
don't
You know it costs more money.
don't worry about it, Rusty, because if I don't know the number, I'm not going to answer my phone. That's just the way it is.
But anybody living in the States would have no problem getting those kits.
No, no.
Yeah.
The GN is an 87. That's what he said. Jim Claus. John Claus, I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing. They would have it, no problem.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother even putting a Christmas tree up this year.
Well, we're doing a Christmas tree, but it's a couple of small ones. I got rid of the big one.
Yeah, I got one of those ones that sit in the closet. It's got all the bulbs and everything on it,
Oh, well,
so
there you go.
I just have to take it out. My son calls it the Supreme Charlie Brown tree.
Yes. Well, you know, when like there's no kids here, so
Yeah,
I guess why do we need a big tree?
yeah. Well, my son is 14 now, so
Yeah,
he's not.
you got to put it up for him.
Yeah,
You know, but I mean that's just it.
I'm just not going to have anything underneath the tree. That's the problem. But he's pretty good that way.
Yeah, he probably understands. His mother will have stuff for
Oh, yeah. She's the type of person has $100 and wants to spend 1,000.
him. Yeah, there's a few of them out there, that's for sure.
Yeah. And it kills me. She always says she's broke, and then she ends up buying three pairs of shoes for her new boyfriend. Like,
Yeah, right.
if you're broke, you can't freaking buy these $120 freaking running shoes.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't.
Hell, I don't even buy that shit for myself.
Oh, I'm bad for that. I always put myself off to the end.
Well, I
Like
mean,
running shoes, I thought, well, okay, I'll spend a bit more money on running shoes. There's no freaking difference. They last just as long as a $20 pair.
I used to buy them at Zeller's, the ones with the Velcro fasteners on them.
Oh yeah,
And the kids would always say, "Hey, what do you buy those cheap sneakers for?" I said, "Because I don't like lacing my shoes up." So
yeah,
I said, "Why do you walk on the heel of your shoe? You know, the
right,
back part of the sneaker and that holds your
right,
heel in place?
yeah, yeah,
They stand on, they walk on them. They have them bent down inside their shoe."
right,
I said, "Why do you do that?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
I picked up Scott's sneakers one day, and I almost barfed.
yeah.
I mean, they just smelled like some dead animal. Oh, I'm telling you, they were so bad. I put them in one of those plastic grocery bags.
Yeah, they say it's really bad if you wear like white or gray socks and
Yeah.
running shoes.
Well, I don't wear white
And
socks.
then, no, I don't either. I wear black all most of the time.
Yeah, saying I
And I
wear
find,
black everything.
yeah, I find when I wear black, they don't smell as bad.
No, but thing is, if your feet, like I found those type of running shoes, the ones that are all padded inside, my
Yeah,
feet sweat in them, and I think everybody's feet sweat in them, and that's why they stink.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've never, well, anybody that I know that wears those, you can smell the shoes once they take them off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had back in the 70s, I had a pair of, I don't remember those shoes. They had big high heels on them.
Oh yeah.
I had a
Or the
pair of them,
platform shoes. Yeah,
yeah, whatever they called them. But I had a pair of them, and my feet just sweat like crazy in them.
yeah, yeah.
So I had to get rid of them. I only had them for maybe 2 months, and I had to throw them in the garbage. They smelled so bad.
Yeah, they weren't easy to walk on either, especially if you
No,
had a few beers.
I didn't have a problem walking on them.
Well, if you drink a little bit too much, then you will.
Yeah. I always wore my work boots most of the time. When I was going to school in high school or junior high, I always wore work boots. I don't know
Do
why, but
not
I always did.
do not wear white on Labor Day. Why?
Why?
Yeah. I don't really like talking on the phone too much, Rusty. No, I talk less with Jacob's mom. 1 second is too long to talk to her.
Yeah, it can happen to a lot of people. That's like Deborah's son, the one that passed away. He's got two kids in the Yukon, and he's got
Right.
one here in St. John. Well, the mother of the one in St. John called her up and gave her a blast because she didn't take the kid to the funeral.
Oh wow.
And well, her other son Scott, he's got three boys, and none of them went to the funeral.
Yeah, yeah,
And I said no. That he, I mean, if she was going to go, she should have looked after it. But nobody told her when the funeral was because I don't know, kind of confusing crap.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
really concern me a whole lot. But then she called up Deborah and bitched at her.
Yeah, well, that's almost just as bad as that some people are going to a wedding or something like that. Well, I'm not gonna stand beside that person because I don't want to be with that person or whatever. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
holy
People,
shit, it's
well,
not your day; it's the people that are getting married's day.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
holy shit, bury the hatchet for the one day.
yeah. That's right. But they can't do that.
No, no. Some people can hold a grudge for a long time. I know my brother has. We
Yeah,
both
well,
are like,
see, Deborah's other son held it, never talked to his brother for
yeah,
friggin' 20 years.
wow.
Now he doesn't, now he's kind of thinking, oh, I should have talked to my brother.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
when it's too late.
Yeah, well, of course. That's when it hits you, when it's too late.
Yeah.
There's nothing anybody can do about it. And
Well,
it's tough.
it's just like when you go to these funerals and then you hear this person say the speech and they go, yeah, maybe I should have spent more time with this person and whatnot. I thought to myself, bury it. You weren't going to spend any more time with that person
No.
because you just found out that the person didn't leave you anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah, I was on this afternoon, but there was a porn star in here.
The what?
A porn star.
Was she good looking?
I don't know what happened was like I'm subscribed to so many people. I had no clue who they are, right?
Right, right.
Well, she asked for a jacket, so I gave her a jacket. And sure enough, she posted her links, and somebody, a few people in the chat, they clicked on it and go. The one guy goes, "You got to look at this. This is a porn star." So what happened was, so I blocked the person and took the person out of the chat.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, the person that was underneath her got time out. That's what YouTube does, eh? And I
Okay.
thought to myself, oh, and then he goes, you timed me out. I said, no, I didn't touch anything. That was the
Strange
second
stuff.
time that happened on my channel so
Yeah,
far.
that's strange.
Well, because they're looking for like an easy access, so they don't have to pay for a website or whatever
Oh yeah.
to show their videos, right?
Right,
And
right.
that's what they do.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh wow, John Claus. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I haven't talked to my oldest son since he was 9. He's 34 now. He knows where I am. He's of age now. He can look. He can come in and visit me if he wants. That's. I open the doors for him, so that's all I can do. I can't force a person to, you know, check me out or
No,
whatever.
no, there's nothing you can do. You can call them up and all that stuff, but if they don't want to talk to you, well, that's as far as you can go.
Yeah, well, you know how parents are. They can brainwash a child
Right.
very easy. Because my father, before he passed, he saw my oldest son, and he said to him, he says, "Did your dad ever beat you up, or was he ever an alcoholic, or anything of that nature?" And my oldest son said no, and he said, "Well, you should look him up," but never did,
No. Well,
never did.
like I say, there's not much that you can do about it.
Oh no, no.
You can call him up and see where it goes, but that's about it.
Oh, he probably doesn't even have a phone. He lives at home. He lives at home under his mom's apron still.
No, I thought he had a job. And
Oh, he has a good job, but his mom doesn't want to let him go. He had a girlfriend or something of that nature, from what I heard, because I know people that know her, and she's scared his girlfriend away somehow.
yeah, she doesn't want him to move out.
No, because it's more money for her, right?
Well, yeah, I suppose he's paying half the rent and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that shit happens.
yeah.
But yeah, I
I'm
made
just,
those rims today, and
I'm just glad after 41 times the court, I'm done with it. That's what I'm glad
yeah,
about. Freaking took me that long to do it.
yeah, that's insane. The amount of money you spent going to court too.
$41,000 altogether.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Because $1,000 every time you take a person to court.
Yeah. Well, didn't you say she owed you money back, or the government owed you money back for that, or something?
Yeah, but I never got it.
Oh, why is that?
Well, they are giving me installments of like $40 or $50 a month or something like that.
What?
Yeah, yeah. That's how they're doing it.
Well, that just seems crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they just want to keep it in the bank because they get more interest than we would.
Well,
Something like that. I
yeah.
have no idea. I don't know how they think or how they operate anymore.
You see, that should be looked after by that's a good thing for marketplace to look into.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, because
yeah.
that doesn't affect just you. That affects a lot of people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
Hey, yeah, you missed a porn star, John Claus, and she was a woman.
she was a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
well,
what I heard, anyways. I didn't watch the video or anything.
or she actually had videos. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I stumbled across somebody else's site this afternoon. I forget what the guy's name was. He knew you though, so he must have been on your site before. He was a truck driver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Pro Carry.
I really can't tell you what his name was because I
He
didn't even
has
pay any
straight
attention.
head and chews tobacco while he's talking on
I didn't know.
YouTube.
I didn't see him.
Oh,
All I saw was his workbench.
oh, okay.
I forget what he said he was working on. Anyway, there was only him on this site. John Mopar was there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Frank Frizzle.
yeah. I don't know what his name was.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
happened to
They
see it
they
was
had a
on.
hangout last night.
Yeah, I just happened to see the site. You know, it said live, so I said, "Oh, check this place out."
Yeah,
Because I went on to see if you were on, but I must have missed in the time frame. That's the
I
thing.
don't blame.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Mary, for not checking that video out.
Yeah, it's too bad people hate people. Stupid, stupid.
Well, that takes all kinds.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. It's stupid, you know. Like I never talked to my brother for a long time because he ripped my father off.
Well, what happened with me and my brother, I lived with him for quite a while,
Yeah,
and he told me as long as I don't work and I look after the boys in the area, I didn't have to pay rent.
right.
But when I left, that all changed. Then he goes, "Oh, by the way, you owe me $700."
I would have said, yeah. Let's see you get it out of me.
So when my mom passed away, he text messaged me. He goes, "Make sure you give me my fucking $700."
I would have
And
said,
that and that
what
was
you can
over
do with that
10 years.
$700? What?
That was 10 years after my mom,
Yeah,
went.
I would have just said, no, you're not getting no $700. Screw you.
Yeah,
If you want the money, take me to court.
yeah.
Because he probably wouldn't have taken you to court.
Oh no,
No, no.
but yeah, me and my sister do have a lawyer against my brother.
Well, if you think that there's something smelly going on, I would.
Well, no, we got the copy of the will from
Yeah,
the courts. Yeah,
right,
my
right.
sister did. My sister did. It
Well,
was
yeah,
there was $120,000 altogether.
yeah.
Split three ways. It doesn't work out to 19,000 each.
No, and even if he was an executor of the will,
Yeah,
okay, so he'll get more because he's the executor, but there's no
yeah, but
way.
it was put in the papers that my dad said the money is supposed to be split three ways
Yeah, but
evenly.
usually the executor gets more money. That's just because they look after all the paperwork and all the bullshit that comes with
Yeah,
it. But that in those most cases, depending on the person, I would say, you know,
right.
they would they might take more, they might not take any. Like my brother, he gave me a check, and I think it was like $800. So I presume my other two brothers got checks for $800. because
Right.
I figured maybe he got 1,000. It didn't
Yeah.
matter to me. I didn't even want the $800 because I had inherited the house.
Right. Right.
So I mean, like, if everything had went the way it should have went, when I sold the house, I was going to give money to my brothers.
Right.
But since one brother stole $40,000 from my father, and one of my other brothers, he more or less said, "Well, I don't care," you
Right.
know, and that left my other brother and I. We were in a situation. Well, legally, we couldn't do anything to him
Right.
because
Right.
he had gone to work and had a joint account.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you see, once you have a joint account, that means both people own that money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So every time my father's checks would come in, it would come in a joint account, and I suppose my brother would just go to work, and I'd just take that and put that money in my account.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and then
Well,
you put
that's what my brother and my dad had
yeah,
way before my dad passed.
yeah,
They had a joint account.
right.
So
So you
what
see,
was not to say that he was dickering with some of the funds that my dad was getting
oh, I'm sure
during
he
the day.
was.
You
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, that's something you guys will have to work out. I
Oh
guess.
yeah. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that you have to go to that
Well,
extent.
we got a lawyer, and the lawyer is not charging much for it.
Well,
Right? He thinks we can win,
yeah,
and he just says if we win, then I just take a percentage of what is ever left over.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually what lawyers do.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not really into it to make a big lot of money. Now, when I was in my car accident, you know, they took so much money from me.
Right.
I
Right.
didn't get it all, but like they even said, well, if you go to court, you'll get more money. And I said, I don't really want to go to court. You know,
No. No.
I said what they were going to give me. I said I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My intention wasn't suing the person because I wanted money. My intention of suing the person was because I wanted them to pay for the fucking vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
I wanted to make sure that they were in the wrong
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because they ran into our car in the parking lot.
Right. Right.
We were T-boned in the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the woman that hit us left 25 feet of skid marks before she hit us.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So she was automatically in the wrong because she was driving through the parking spaces.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
legally, you're not legally allowed to drive through the parking spaces in a parking lot. They're for parking.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's like my dad. Like when my mom passed, uh, my dad was State Farm,
Yeah.
and he got so much from State Farm because of my mom passing.
Right.
So what happened was my dad got in a little fender bender, and it was a woman from another country,
Oh yeah.
but she was with State Farm too.
Yeah.
So State Farm thought, in order to get their money back from my dad, they made him look like he was a drug addict, a junkie, all sorts of shit.
Oh really?
So it didn't matter what my dad said. He was minority. And
Hmm.
she won the case. She said that there was an ambulance, there was a police car. There was none of that.
Well, that's weird because they
Yeah.
would have had to. Your father have a lawyer?
No, he wasn't allowed to have anybody represent him.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Because I was going to go with my dad, and they told me that I wasn't allowed to be with my dad
yes, you were.
on
Well,
the day.
you in New Brunswick, you are.
Oh, not here.
Because when I went to have you'd have a oh, I forget exactly the word for it, but what it is, you sit down with both lawyers and both parties sit down together and they discuss what happened in the accident.
Right.
And basically, the woman that ran into us, she was just like they asked me what happened, and not because I was driving another vehicle,
Right.
and I said, "Well, I was driving up the laneway, and all of a sudden, bang, we
Yeah.
were hit."
Yeah.
And they asked this woman that hit us, what happened? I don't remember.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I don't remember. They said, where were you going and where were you coming from? I don't remember. That's what she said. I don't remember. You know,
Wow.
and they even asked her, why were you driving through the parking spaces? Same thing. I don't remember.
Wow.
So basically, she said she didn't remember anything. So they basically said, well, we're going to go to court. Her lawyer said, we're going to court.
Yeah.
And my lawyer, it was really weird because when I called the lawyer up, because this lawyer was supposed to be a well-known lawyer in St. John, when I called him up, he said, who was driving? And I said, I was. And he
Yeah.
said, did you have a passenger in the car? I said, yes, my wife. Okay, here's how it works. He said, I'll take on your passenger, your wife, as my client. I said, okay. Now he says, what we're gonna do, we're gonna sue you and the other driver. I said, well, how come you're suing me? Because you are in control of the vehicle that she was in.
Huh.
I said, so what do you recommend me doing? He says, you have to get yourself a lawyer.
Oh, geez.
So I said, okay. And it just happened like 2 or 3 months before that. I was well, I don't know if you remember where the city market is in St. John,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
but there was a stoplight and I was sitting at this stoplight, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this guy backing up, and I said, holy fuck, he's going to hit me. I was in the city car. He hit the rear quarter of the city car, which was a little Chevette. He went across the street and smashed into 2 other cars.
Wow.
And it didn't really hurt the city car much. It just put a big dent in the fender. And kind of, because the Chevette was so small, it just spun it around. Anyway, I got out. I didn't have a cell phone with me, so I asked the guy behind me. I said, do you have a cell phone? He said, yes. I said, can you call the city police? And he said, yeah, I'll do that. So he hands me his card. He was a lawyer. He said, do you want to take him to court? And I said, no, I don't think I want to take him to court. I'm all right. The city car, I don't care about it. It's not my car. So I had this lawyer's card. So I called the lawyer up, and he says, well, what happened? And I explained it all out to him. He says, okay. He says, I'm not going to take your case because I'm too busy, but here's a number. I want you to call this lawyer.
Right.
And I said, okay. So I called this lawyer, and she was a woman lawyer, which didn't make no difference, but she's just a female. So I had to go meet with her, explain it all out to her. And she says, well, you're in the right away. And I said, yeah, because I went to the city. Well, because I worked in the city, I had access to the plans of the parking lot.
Right. Right.
So I just got a photocopy of the drawing where I was hitting that. I sketched everything all out on it, gave it to the lawyer, and went down to the police department and showed them. And he said, well, why is even she denying it? I said, I have no idea. I mean, she drove away. Right?
Wow.
And the fire department come to cut Deborah out of the car because the passenger door was all smashed in.
Wow.
And she was driving like a Jeep Cherokee.
Oh, yeah.
With one of those fucking big bars on the front of it.
Oh, wow.
So she hit us right in the passenger door and just drove the door right in.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we weren't hurt in the sense of there was no blood or nothing.
No.
It was all basically soft tissue damage.
Right.
But I mean, my shoulder had bothered me. It bothered me for, it must have been 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And even now, like I'll notice certain times I'll be sitting there doing something and my arm will be up against my chest, like,
yeah.
It'll be up kind of like this.
Yeah.
And the doctor said that's because when you were injured, he said, if something causes you fright or something, he said, your arm will automatically go that way to protect itself.
Right.
Well, that's kind of weird, but
yeah.
Anyway,
Well, that's just like when you fall. You fall, but usually you have your hand behind your head or your arm behind your head or something of that nature. Because I fell quite a few times on, freezing rain.
Yeah, I did some weird acrobatics on walking on the city sidewalks. I'll tell you. I swear, I slipped one time, and I honest to God, I'm sure my head was like 2 inches from the pavement, and I straightened myself back up.
Right,
I
right.
mean, I don't know if I was or not, but it felt that way
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I just kind of went down, and then I was back up again, and it was like, whoa, that was close, you know.
yeah.
But I know what those friggin' street sidewalks in St. John could be like.
Hi, Raquel and Johnny
You just
and
walk, just like walking on ice.
Kama.
Oh, they were
Thanks
ice.
for coming.
Yeah, they were ice.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even know if ice underneath the snow or anything either.
Well, yeah, that's another bad thing. I mean, if there's ice under the snow, oh, I don't like that at all.
No.
No.
And the funny thing is, I got those special boots that are supposed to be that you don't slide or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Like I paid a lot of money for them. Sure enough, frick man, a couple times I went right on my ass.
yeah. The only thing to keep is those things you put on your shoes with the studs in them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like I have to wear them when I do my driveway in the wintertime if it's rained and then turned to snow,
yeah, yeah,
because my driveway is like it's like that.
yeah, yeah,
Steep. And if I don't have them on, I'd
yeah.
end up my ass. Well, I have ended up my ass a couple of times,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I put them on. It's a lot easier to control.
I'm
There's
doing
times I've
pretty
been
good,
going
Gamma.
up the driveway with the snowblower, and I'm pushing the snowblower up the driveway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because the snowblower doesn't have chains or anything on the wheels.
Right, right.
But
You got a steep driveway or?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what I must check and see if I can figure out the angle of it.
yeah,
It's yeah. I must check see if I can do that tomorrow. Figure the angle out and see what it is.
right. Yeah, it's always hard to do, especially if you got a steep driveway. It's
Oh
crazy,
yeah.
man.
That was one thing when I looked at the house before we bought it. I said, "Oh man, I don't like that driveway."
Well,
Because
you think that's bad? Like when I lived at my brother's, he lives out in the country, and he's got this driveway. It's probably about a half mile long,
yeah,
and I'm shoveling and shoveling every day.
uh,
And I did that for a couple months in the wintertime. And all of a sudden, I see him with a snowblower, and I go, "You never told me you had a snowblower." Oh, I didn't.
funny you didn't see it in the garage or someplace.
Oh, he was just being an ass. That's
Yeah,
all.
right. But my driveway at the other house, it was flat.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, well, it had a little bit of an angle, but nothing you could even notice.
No, no, that's true.
But I bought the snowblower in 2000. I think I got it in 2001 because I was in the accident. I might have got it in yeah. I was in the accident the first of, oh, it might have been 2000, but that's when I was in the accident. And I think it was just before Christmas or just after Christmas.
Right, right.
And that's when I had the accident. And I figured I got to get a snowblower because I'd never be able to shovel the snow in my driveway
Oh, no, no, no.
because my arm bothered me so bad.
Right.
Even the first time I used a snowblower, holy frig, my arms were killing me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my shoulders were just, oh, I wasn't used to using it. But
Yeah,
been a good old snowblower. Hopefully I can get to another winter with it.
yeah. Happy Saturday to you too, Raquel. Yeah, I was on for a couple hours earlier, and then Jacob's mom calls me up and she goes, "I'm broke. Can you pay me the child support now?" I thought to myself, "No, not really."
I would have said, I don't have any money right now. Check hasn't come in yet. I suppose you got your check last week.
Yeah, I got it last week. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing to brag about.
No, but
Like they pay you rent, and then you're left with a certain amount. But the problem is, if any others were standing money, they take it from it.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like at least we were $205 a month
That's how
from
much.
welfare.
Yeah, and then you smoke, so that's a lot of money.
Oh no, I get them from the Union Reserve, and the woman down the hall, she pays for most of it.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I plan to quit hopefully by Christmas.
I was
I can,
talking to my nephew last night. He smokes,
yeah,
and he said it cost him about 700 and between 720 or $750 a month on cigarettes. I
yeah.
said, "Holy crap, man! That's more than my mortgage payment." Fuck.
Well,
Well,
I
it's
buy a
not.
bag. I buy a bag of 200 from any reserve, $10.
Yeah, it's not because I my mortgage payments is over $1,000 a month. I think
Yeah,
it's around 1250 or something. But
right.
you know, I mean that's a fair chunk of change.
But that's your land tax included, right? Or no?
No, I
Oh,
have to
wow,
pay that separate.
wow.
That's this year they said it's going to be about $4,500.
Oh, that's not bad. You got a fair size property though.
Huh?
You got a fair size property though.
Well, it's not that big. It's just that my house is fairly new.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
But it's like around here, like I know some people that have like their backyard. They have a deck on it. That's their backyard. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've
And
seen pictures of places like that.
and they're paying like $5,000, $6,000 a year for property tax.
Yeah, like our subdivision when they built the lots, like the house on one side of me is probably, geez, he must be almost 100 feet away from me,
Right,
and the house on the other side might be 35 feet away from me.
right,
Just the way
right.
the property is set, but we've all got good sized lots. Now,
Yeah,
Deborah's uncle, he builds houses, and he has a subdivision, and I don't know from one house to the other it might be 20 feet.
yeah, yeah,
Like they're packing them in like sardines.
yeah. They're building new houses here in Guelph,
Yeah.
and they start at $2 million.
Oh, that don't surprise me. Like
You know,
houses,
like
houses,
where's people getting this kind of money?
houses here now. There are ones that are being like new houses that are being built now. They're anywhere from 350 to and up for a
Yeah,
new house being built.
wow,
And
that's
there's been
cheap.
contractors that have gone bankrupt because the price of lumber went up,
Right.
and they were building a house for say 500,000. Price of lumber went up. They almost have to add another 50 or 100,000 to it,
An
and
average,
and unless they can get the money from the person that wants the house built, they're
yeah,
screwed.
yeah. An average house here is like 800,000. That's an average house here.
On an average house, 100,000. That's not very much.
No, 800,000.
Oh, 800. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we bought our house. We've been here for, oh, geez, how many years have we been here now? Oh, well, we've been here since 2009.
Yeah.
So that's 12 years, we'll say. And our house basically has gone up in value about $100,000.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
because when we bought the house, I said, well, we're paying this much, and we sold our other house. We made money on it.
Right. Right.
And we put all that money into this house, and everything was really good. And then all of a sudden, the price of everything started going up. When we first moved here, I think our tax bill was like $2,700.
Right. Right.
Now it's $4,500.
That's a
You
big
know,
difference. Yeah.
almost doubled almost.
Yeah.
You know, just like everything else has fucking gone up in price.
Well, that's like when you think about it, a lot of these apartment buildings been around for decades.
Yep. Yeah.
They paid already for themselves, but they're
Oh
still
yeah.
jacking up the rents.
Yeah, because costs more to maintain them.
Yeah.
Really, it's like you talk about like the old age pension and the Canada pension. Well, you might get an increase with them, but it
Right.
doesn't amount to very much.
Oh no, no, no.
I think
My dad, he was getting a Dutch pension. That increased over the years
yeah.
more than the Canadian pension whatsoever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the our pension. I think Deborah said we were going to get an extra $6 a month.
Wow.
I mean, $6 a month, but if you take the tax out of that, you're probably only getting you might get 350 or four. You know,
Huh.
so that's your the old age pension.
Yeah, I'd be lucky to buy one beer with a straw.
Well, see, there's another thing, fucking price of gasoline.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have a car. We got one car that we basically use between us.
Yeah.
And, you know, I fill it up now when it's half a tank. Half
Yeah.
a tank's cost me around $45 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a half a tank is nothing because it's only like 2 trips from here to St. John,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. And I mean, you say, well, gee, maybe I should buy another car that's cheaper to run, but you know, it might be cheaper to buy, but then you're going to end up paying repairs.
Yeah. And then your insurance might be different. It might
The
be
insurance
more.
would be insurance probably be lower,
Yeah.
but you know, then like I say, you get an older car, you don't know who's driving it and how what you know.
Yeah. The maintaining it would be costing more
Oh
probably.
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I lease my cars now
Yeah.
because I
That's
can't.
what I used to do.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, with all this electronic crap on cars today, computer
Yeah.
stuff, if you've got a car, I mean, I can't see a lot of these cars being on the road in 10 years
Oh no.
because of all the computer stuff. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, that, like I asked them when I leased my Toyota, I said, what happens if the head unit on this thing goes?
Right.
She said, well, it's going to cost probably around $5,000 to replace it.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, that's like a new computer. You
Right.
know, because it's the computer in the brains of all this supposedly.
And then
However,
they'll probably have to charge you a fee for setting it up again too, on top of it. Because
well, no,
you just don't plug it in, I don't think.
oh no, they'd have to set it all up and that, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like my last SUV, I had two big cracks in the windshield, and I drove it for a whole year
Right.
because I knew I'd have to get it replaced. It
Right.
was over $800 to replace it,
Right.
and the insurance company paid for it. But the glass, I asked the insurance company, and they say take it to a glass place, they replace it, and then you have to take it to Toyota.
Right.
And Toyota has to reset all the cameras and all that crap,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know. So I took a Toyota, and I'm in there for over an hour, and I go out and look at my car sitting there, sitting in the garage, and it's got these, you know, like those traffic cones.
Oh yeah.
Got
Yeah.
like 4 or 6 of them around it,
Huh.
you know. And Buddy's out there with this little handheld dingy thingy. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, they have to
Yeah.
set there all these cameras all up on and it's crazy, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's another reason why the price of vehicles are going up and up and up.
Yeah.
You know, all this computer crap. I mean, I
Yeah.
mean,
But I don't think we're going to be around for these electric cars. What they're talking about, to be honest with you.
what's that?
I don't think you or me are going to be around when they have these electric cars. What they're talking about.
Well, they got electric cars now.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like the way they're talking that everything is going to be electric cars.
Yeah, it's supposed to be around that, what, 2030 or something like that.
You know,
But
yeah,
that's
but still, you know, when you think
2030.
about,
That's only 8 years, 10 years away.
yeah, but
Mhm.
when that happens, you know, for yourself, we're gonna have blackouts all over the freaking place because we have a hard enough time to keep air conditioners and everything else going.
Yeah, right.
You know, like holy shit, you know, all of a sudden every car is going to be electric, and all of a sudden you see all the lights go up.
Well, yeah,
You know what
what
I mean?
everybody says that. Yeah.
Like the generators and the power sources
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to handle all that.
Well, no.
You know, they would have to change all that too. And
Yeah, going to need more
that
power.
takes money
So,
and time.
yeah, either they'll have something figured out because they'll work out some kind of system that the batteries like the batteries will last longer. They'll have it all figured.
The whole world is going to look like a freaking oversized drive-in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All these poles, you know, sticking in the ground.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
You know, and then how long of a charge is it going to hold? Like,
Well, that's what I mean. They'll probably go
can
last
you go
long.
on a long trip? Probably not, because you got to
Well,
make sure there's a power source wherever you're going to go.
well, that's right. Yeah.
And then if you're not fully powered, you're going to lose horsepower.
I mean, I don't think I'll be able to drive to. Well, I wouldn't be able to even drive to Montreal on one charge, probably.
Well, not only that, if you got 4 people in it, of course the battery's going to wear out faster.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just like those battery operated scooters they had. Like forget it. Like 2 people on a scooter, those battery operated scooters, they can't even freaking climb a hill.
Well, no, because of the weight. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I can see that.
You know,
I
and
know.
I think it's going to be a while longer than that.
Yeah, probably closer to 2040.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I probably won't be here.
Oh, 2040, holy shit, that's like 20, almost 20 years from now. I'll be freaking
Well,
85 years old.
yeah. Well, how old was your father?
88.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It was like my
But,
father. He passed away when he was 94.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, my
Wow.
mother passed away when she was in her 70s. So
Right.
hopefully I got my father's traits.
Well, my mom's sister, she's still alive. And she lives by herself. She's
Yeah.
97 years old,
Yeah.
and she rides a bike still. She's
Yeah.
like the freaking road runner, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she smokes the no filter cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, there's two women I play pool with, and they're both in their mid 80s.
Yeah.
And I mean, other than they look old, I mean, they're just, one of them, like you say, one of them. I seen her a couple times in the summertime. She's out driving her bicycle, you know,
Yeah.
and she golfs. And holy Jesus, I'm thinking, dude, this woman, she's just like a walking toothpick. She is. The only thing is, she got big boobs, same as the other one. There's another one
Okay.
that her friend, and her friend's like her friend is shorter, and she's got big boobs, and she's about 85.
Right. Right.
And her husband is in his 60s. And this is her third husband, she told me.
Wow.
Yeah, I said, oh my God. But yeah, I mean, you never know.
No, you don't.
You know.
And thank God we don't know when our day is.
Yeah,
Our
well,
last day is.
that's fortunately not everybody's fortunate to not know that.
There is a few people like say, for example, those psychics that
Well,
can predict murder
yeah,
or a murder happening or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I can't imagine being a person like that because I
No, but
wouldn't
I
be
mean,
able to sleep.
no, but I mean, people that have like cancer or these other diseases that
Oh yeah.
you go see your doctor and he says, "Well, you've probably got 6 months left to live." You know.
Rusty says, "Wow, JP, a bike. My mom can't even turn the TV on or do the microwave."
Yeah, I
Well, some
can't.
people, they got the energy like you wouldn't freaking believe. Like
That's right. Yeah.
she gets up like 5 o'clock in the freaking morning every day.
Who does?
My mom's sister,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's the only one left from all my mom's side.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's like Deborah's parents. I mean, they're in their mid 80s,
Oh yeah.
and they're 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 reasonably healthy. They're not, I mean, her mother always seems to be getting surgery for something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always something wrong with her.
Right.
But I mean, her father, he's pretty good, but his eyesight's starting to go. And I figure probably 3 to 5 years, he won't be driving anymore.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
that's probably why they moved close to us.
Yeah. That's one thing I haven't had yet is problems with my cataracts yet.
Yeah.
Like some people.
Well, I have to wear glasses, but that's
Yeah, me too. But like my dad and my mom. My mom not either. She was in her 80s,
yeah. But my
and she
father
had
had cataracts.
no eye surgery or anything, but my dad did.
Yeah, my father did for his cataracts. Now my mother didn't because like she passed away in her 70s, and that was I'm not even sure what year she passed away now.
Huh.
Probably, I think probably around 1990.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was just about well, that was the time Deborah and I started going together.
Right, right.
So we've been together for like 30 years now. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder sometimes where the hell time went.
Oh, well, you got that right. Have a little boy like I have, and you'll find how fast the time will go.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's that old.
Yeah. Oh, they pick on him constantly at school. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, why are they picking on him?
Well, because he's so short for his age, eh?
Oh, right, right.
Because of his ADHD, I kind of stops your growth for a little
Oh,
while.
okay, right,
Yeah. Like if you look at him, he looks like he's only 9 years old,
right, right.
and his voice hasn't changed yet either.
No,
Like most kids that for like he has kids in his classroom, and they're almost as tall as me.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. Well, I know when I was in grade 10, I went to Simon's High School. Geez, there was a couple guys in there that were taller than me. There was one guy, he said he was 15. I said, you're not fucking 15. Like he was 6 foot something.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, I'm 15. Be
Yeah.
16, whatever. Anyway, he ended up being in the St.
Hi,
John's.
Adrian. Thanks for coming. There's people popping in the chat all the time.
What's that thing there? It says Restream. I received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
That's what that tells you. How many messages go and get in the chat, and that's what it says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And my symbol is changed on the top, the JP,
Yeah.
right beside the end stream.
Beside the what?
End stream on the top. It says
Uh,
recording.
Restream?
Yeah, right beside restream. It has a red square, and it says JP.
No, all I see is live and the time you've been on, and underneath
Oh,
that, I can barely see Restream.
oh, okay.
That's
That's
all.
probably a little different on your end.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, Mopar Nut is in another hangout.
He's in another hangout. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's there.
Well, there's six people in the chat now. Yeah, I love to take my son to Europe, but holy shit, when I saw how much it cost and everything, I said, no freaking way. That'd be an expensive trip. That'd be almost as much as taking a cruise.
I suppose it would be pretty costly, that's for sure.
Yeah, the cost of living is ridiculous in Europe right now.
Well, I know I've seen prices. I watched a couple of shows on TV, and they renovate these houses over there, or somebody's looking for another house. Want to buy a house, and they're talking about all these pounds, and I'm saying these fucking places are like over $1 million, $1 million, like in U.S. dollars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jesus, I said that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like if you buy a house in Holland, you could transfer the mortgage over, and it could go over a period of 100 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Because the house situation in Holland is very, very slim.
Yeah.
Like they don't have very many houses. They have more apartments than anything else.
Right. Right. Well, I was
all,
looking at this
all
guy
the
was
all the houses and apartments over there are on poles because of
right.
the water situation.
Well, I was watching some guy, and he was in Japan.
Yeah.
And he was talking about these apartments and how much it costs for an apartment. Oh man, some of these apartments are probably as small as your bedroom.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well, in New York, they have these condos, and they're like just as small as my place.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's
$1 million or
apartments.
$2 million for it.
There's guys living in apartments in New York like for $1,200, and it was like probably the size of my bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, holy crap, man! Just enough
Yeah.
room to go in there. And one guy says, he says, well, I don't know where I'd put my bed. And he said, well, if you put a bed in here, it's got to be a single bed because you can't put a double in there, or it's got to be a single bed.
Yeah.
And the guy says, geez, I might as well just put a couch in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. One bedroom. Like if you go for a one bedroom here, you're talking almost $2,000 for one bedroom.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm in low income, so that doesn't affect me. But
yeah,
if I wanted to get a place, that I'm not under the low income, yeah, it's two thousand
yeah,
dollars for a one
yeah,
bedroom.
yeah. Well, I know in St. John now, there's some places have been, like I've seen places for 650, 850, 1500.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
a lot of it depends on where they're at in the city.
yeah. But they don't have much work in St. John yet, do they?
No, no,
No.
no, no. There's not much. There's not much going on in St. John. I mean, the two blessed. I guess the two best places to work in the city would be the city,
Yeah,
and Lyant and Betel or whatever you want to call them, and Irving. They're the big places that pay any money. And even
yeah.
the city's not hiring many people now because the city doesn't have a lot of money to hire people.
Right, right.
So
Yeah. Well, that's like what was it that they built? They had that shipyard there. That
yeah,
was
they got
fairly
rid of
new.
see, they got rid of the shipyard because the
Yeah,
shipyard was owned by Irving, and
yeah.
Irving also had a shipyard in Nova Scotia in Halifax.
Right.
So I don't know exactly what happened, but the government gave them like $40 million to close the shipyard down and move it to Halifax.
Wow.
You know, so I mean, it's kind of crazy that some of that stuff, how it works. I guess I don't understand it
And
all.
then you had a broom factory in St. John too.
Yeah, there used to be Sims. They used to make brooms and brushes, paintbrushes.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember I used to walk by it when I
Right.
went to that call center where I used to work.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was in there.
Yeah, but it's here too. Like we had in Hamilton. I don't know how many steel companies. Probably about 30,
Right. Right.
maybe more. But they're
Yeah.
all gone. There's only
Yeah.
two left. That's it.
Yeah.
We used to have Procter and Gamble. We used to have Firestone to do the tires. All sorts of stuff. All gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
International Harvester is another place.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Not here anymore.
No.
Maybe in China. I don't know.
Well, it's hard to say. You know, really don't know sometimes what how these. See, that's the problem. A lot of big business, they want to make money, so they send a lot of stuff to China because, well, basically, and it's a terrible thing to have to say, but the unions have wanted
Oh
so
yeah.
much
Big
money.
time.
You
Big
see,
time.
they want so much money to do stuff that it
Yeah.
becomes uneconomical for the company to operate in Canada. You know?
The two places I worked for that were unionized steel companies,
Yeah.
they both went bankrupt. They
Yeah.
didn't go bankrupt because of the management. No, they went bankrupt because of the unions were demanding too much.
Yeah, because the unions or they couldn't afford to pay the wages.
Yep.
And that's what happens. People, a lot of union people don't like to hear you say that. I
Right.
mean, I was union when I worked for the city, and I was on in one of the shop stewards in that, and I
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
said, in my mind, I was making decent money. You know,
Right.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't making $500 a day, but I was making decent money. I could afford to eat in restaurants and drink beer and have a decent car, But
Yeah.
it come down to the end of it. It ended up, instead of getting money, we started getting like days off.
Right. Right.
Like if you'd been there so many years, you would get an extra 2 days holidays or 3 days holidays.
Yeah. I worked for the city for a while. And I worked at the mechanics were working on the snow plows and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was cleaning the rec centers and I was working full time. And the complaints you hear from these people that work for the city, and I
Yeah.
thought to myself, you get $600 a year for clothing money, even though
Oh
you
yeah.
don't work outside.
Yeah.
You get a phone, you get a vehicle from the city, and you're still complaining.
Yeah.
And these guys were making killer money per
Oh yeah.
hour,
Yeah. They make good money.
like 45 bucks an hour they were making,
Yeah.
some of them. And I thought to myself, come on, like, unbelievable.
Oh,
And
I
they were
know.
complaining about the phone and a BlackBerry. And the BlackBerry was a big buck phone at the time.
Yeah. I didn't have any of those BlackBerry phones. I had a.
No, but still, you know what I mean? Like, come on, get off the.
Well, that's just it. You see, they want more money, and you know.
And the benefits were unbelievable, and they still complain.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. We used to, we get we had decent benefits and all that. And,
Yeah,
paid holidays.
yeah, they even get personal days off now.
Yeah, yeah.
Working for the
Well,
city,
see, you can get the city you can get days off because
or you bank the hours or whatever.
yeah. Well, I mean, the city when I retired from the city, I don't know how many sick days I had. Like it was like 160 or something like that,
Right,
and I gave them back to the city. I gave them back to the sick bank. The union had worked in when they did the contracts. They worked
right.
at what they called a sick bank.
Yeah, yeah.
So if somebody was retiring, they could donate their holiday or their sick time to the sick bank,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that way it could be used by people that were had been sick and gone through all their holidays and their sick time,
Right, right.
and now they could draw on the sick bank and get paid. You see,
Right, right, right.
So that was
Well, that's
I
a good thing.
donated
That was a
mine.
good thing.
Yeah, well, that was a good idea.
Yeah, of
You
course,
know,
of course.
I mean, really, probably wasn't a whole lot of people that benefited from that,
Right, right,
because usually anybody that's been sick, that's used up their holidays and their sick time. Well, they're probably not going to be around much longer.
right, right.
You know,
Yeah,
'Cause, those cases are usually people that have, cancer or something really bad, going on with their life. So,
yeah, yeah. Some
but,
of that cancer can be pretty brutal, I tell you.
yeah,
Especially if it's bone cancer or something like
oh
that.
yeah,
Forget it.
yeah,
You're a lost cause then. You
yeah.
better
I
just be
mean,
counting your days.
yeah. There's nothing you can do about it.
No,
No.
no. If it spreads, it spreads.
Yeah. Well, like my friend, my first girlfriend, she called me up and she had breast cancer and she had one of her breasts removed.
Right,
I think she was calling her old boyfriends up and talking to them, and because she knew she was going to pass away eventually, which she did.
right.
But
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that.
no, she kept smoking.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go to visit her, and it was got so bad I couldn't go to her house
Right.
because she just smoked so much. It just I mean the walls were literally yellow with smoke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nicotine in that.
Yeah, there are some people that are such a chain smoker. Like you
Oh
hear
yeah,
some people, they'll smoke like 3 packs a day, and I go, "What?
yeah.
That many smokes? Holy shit!"
Well, see now if I was working and I would probably smoke a pack of cigarettes from the morning till probably about 7 o'clock that night on a Friday night. And then
Yeah,
if I was going to a bar, I'd pick up one pack for sure. And sometimes I get to the point where I say, well, I was at 2 packs, so I'll probably smoke a pack at the bar. you know.
oh yeah, oh yeah. If you go to the bar and you're drinking
Yeah.
beer at the same time, oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
easy,
Yeah. I
easy.
seen me at work have a cigarette going in the ashtray and light one up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My boss would say, you got a cigarette going in the ashtray. Yeah, I see that now.
Well, that's like me when I'm working on models. I don't smoke at all.
No.
Or if I walk outside, I don't smoke either.
Yeah.
So there's certain areas I won't smoke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, see, that's another thing. I mean, people that smoke now, it's hard for them to find a place to smoke.
yeah, yeah. Well, I can smoke in my place because I've been here long enough. I've been here like 9 years now.
You've been there 9 years. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
at this complex. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's probably better than some of the places you've been.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got robbed twice
Yeah.
living with other people.
Right. Right.
So God, they even stole my underwear.
Fuck.
I thought to
That's
myself, oh,
pretty bad.
you must be pretty desperate.
Yeah. Exactly. Of course, if you had new underwear, they might steal it.
Oh, the one place, like I even had the cop come and the guy that was uh, getting the rent off from me.
Yeah.
The cop says, "Well, what were you doing?" He goes, and he shows the bottle, and he said, "I was drinking it." it I thought to myself, like cop, like if somebody's coming through somebody's place, I'm sure you're gonna frickin' hear the person.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like you must have opened the door for them because you were there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's past tense. There's not much you can do about it now.
No,
The
that's
guy,
right. No, you
the
can
guy,
do it. No.
the guy is dead now, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to live with anybody. I just have to put up with the spiders and the ants and whatnot.
Well, there's spiders and ants in our house. Deborah freaks right out. Oh, there goes another ant. I said, ants aren't going to bother you.
No, no,
Jeez.
as long as they're not the red ones.
Yeah. I got these little ant traps from the dollar store and put some of them out. You know,
Yeah,
but they seem to come and go different years.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's just like the cold weather is coming, and all of a sudden you get these flies in your place, and you go, how
Yeah,
the
because they're looking for a
f-
place warm that they can go hide out.
yeah,
Yeah. I had one. Where did I see one the other day? I think it was in the kitchen. I thought, where the hell's a fly coming in the kitchen?
and the worst part is that if you're trying to sleep and then that thing is buzzing around
Oh
your head,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nothing worse than that.
No, I hunt them down if they're bothering me at nighttime.
Oh yeah, me too, me
But
too.
what gets me is you get them damn mosquitoes.
Oh yeah,
You get mosquitoes buzzing around, and at nighttime, and you can't. If the lights are off and you can't see them, you don't want to turn your lights on.
no,
No, I
no.
just cover myself and hide my head under the blankets. Yeah, that's what I do. I said, no. Eventually, I fall asleep and I don't hear them anymore.
Yeah, you don't see too many bugs anymore, though. Like,
No,
you don't see as many butterflies as you used to see, or or green mantis.
I've never seen a praying mantis
I
alive.
haven't seen one in a long time.
You know,
I did when I was a kid.
yeah.
I've seen quite a few. Or those potato bugs.
Those what?
Those potato bugs. You know those little bugs, and they roll up if you touch them.
Oh, I
It
don't
looks
remember
like
that.
they got a bit of armor on them.
Yeah, I don't remember those.
Yeah.
If I saw one and somebody pointed out, I probably remember seeing
They
them.
roll up into a ball
Oh
to
yeah,
protect themselves, just
right.
like one of those animals from Australia
Oh yeah,
with
yeah,
with all the armor on them.
yeah. I know the
Yeah,
ones.
the anteaters or whatever you
Yeah,
call
yeah. There's some kind of anteater, right?
them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you roll your own John Claus? Yeah, my dad used to do that. He used to have one of those big machines.
I did one of that a few times. Tried to
Well,
cut down.
one time my dad did, I thought he cut him, and he couldn't be bothered, so he smoked a big long one from the roller. That was so funny. Okay, I'll have to check that out, John Claus. As long as the bell is rung. My son is pretty good. Even if I buy him a couple things from the dollar store, he's pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wish he would stop playing freaking games on that PS4 and all that shit.
Well, that's what all the kids today do, John.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, like, I don't mind him doing it, but the thing is, there's only one TV, uh, a- and he's so focused playing this game, he doesn't even think about that I'm here. Like, I could take off for hours, and he wouldn't even know I was gone.
No, that's right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that's the way kids are. They just, well, it's like, you get building a model, you can forget about everybody around you.
Yeah, yeah,
Once you get into doing stuff, it's, I know, if I haven't built much for a long time, but when I'm doing something, Deborah's like hollering at the top of the stairs, and then 5 minutes later she comes down and says, "Well, don't you hear me?"
yeah,
I just,
yeah.
no, I don't hear you. Well, I'm just at the top of the stairs, and you're sitting right below them. Yeah. Well, it's true. I mean, the stairs right here, but no,
Yeah, yeah. I don't like to be distracted when I'm working on models, to be honest with you.
no,
Like my son would stand behind me, and that just irritated me. I just couldn't work on anything that way.
no. Well, yeah, I don't like people standing behind me unless I'm trying to show them something. You know,
Yeah, yeah. That's a different story, but
yeah, yeah. You're trying to show somebody something. You kind of expect it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't believe it's December already. Holy shit! Where did the time go?
Oh, well, yeah, December. What is it? Where's my calendar?
December the
December
4th.
the 4th. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Let's see. December the 4th. I got.
3 weeks to Christmas.
Yeah, we got. I think I don't know where to play pool on the. Yeah.
So you still have model shows there, or no?
No. Nope. Haven't been a model show here for well, we didn't have one in 2020, and we didn't have one this year. So,
Do you still have that model club, or you guys don't meet anymore?
well, we used to meet at my house, some of the guys, you
Yeah,
know, but we haven't done that. I think we met one time last. It might have been last spring once or sometime. That was about it. I
right.
mean, it's
Uh,
kind of, I don't know, like,
it's slowing down, like, kind of.
no, it's I think, well, it's kind of slowing down, but one of the big problems is this COVID, you see. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not, you have to look at it this way. Okay, I play pool. So if
right.
I'm playing pool, I'm in contact with, you know, let's say between 20 and 50 different people in a
Do
week.
you all have to have your shots in order to play
Yep,
pool,
yep.
or
Oh,
no?
yeah, you have to have your shots and everything to get in the building.
Wow,
Oh, yeah, and you have to have a mask on. Now
that's it.
the crazy thing is the guys that sit downstairs and drink at the bar, they don't
Yeah,
have to wear a mask,
yeah,
and they're not even sitting like, well, they're basically like 1 or 2 feet apart.
yeah. But that's what kills me. What I don't understand is, okay, you go to the restaurant, you're standing in the lobby, and if there's a lineup, you're not 6 feet apart from the next person.
Well, but by law you're supposed to be.
Yeah, but you're not
No,
a
but by
lot of
law you're
places.
supposed to be. You see,
Oh, I know that, but I'm
but
just saying.
no, I know. Well, people don't want to abide by the law, so they get in there and somebody gets in behind them, and they don't want to stand 6 feet back, so
Yeah,
everybody gets close. You see,
yeah,
in Nova Scotia, they've fined a lot of people down there. Now they
right,
probably find some in New Brunswick too, but I haven't heard too much about it because
right,
see, our news comes from Nova Scotia, comes from Halifax.
right,
That's where
right.
the news station is. So of course, anything that happens in Halifax is going to be on the news.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
you don't get as much in St. John news, because it's St. John. So
right, right,
they only they only would give New Brunswick and PEI and Cape Breton. They might give us 10 minutes and 30 minutes for the Halifax news.
right,
So
right.
they talk about more stuff, but
Yeah,
I don't understand at the bar. How come at the bar you can sit, like 3 feet from the next guy
yeah,
and not have a mask on and you're drinking beer?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
upstairs we're playing pool, and most times we're more than 6 feet from the other player.
yeah,
Now, if they had it one time, if you were drinking up there, you could only drink in a certain section,
right.
right? So if you're playing pool over in that table, you can't carry your drinks over to that table. You have to leave them at the other table where you're allowed to drink,
Right, right.
which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's like when they stopped us, tried to eliminate the smoking in restaurants and whatnot. That they put a table in the middle that was smoking, and all the tables around it was no smoking.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know, I know.
You know, like a lot of it is no common sense, if you ask
No,
me.
well, like I know when the city had the no smoking thing in the places, I was on the well bylaws, the city bylaws. I was in charge of the city bylaws, and
Yeah,
you know, somebody would call up on Monday morning and say, at Vito's Pizza yesterday, Sunday or Saturday, there were people in here smoking.
yeah,
So I'd have to go to Vito's Pizza or whatever place it was, and I'd have to meet with the manager and say, you're not supposed to have people smoking in here, and if I get another report, then the city will fine you $500.
right, right.
And of course, they don't like that. And I said, look, that's my job. I said, I'm not the one that fines it. It's the
No,
city.
no,
It's their law, their bylaws. You
right.
know, I mean, obviously someone reported them or I wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So I mean, if you go in a restaurant and let's say you're a non-smoker and you sit at a table and all of a sudden some guy beside you lights up a cigarette, well, cigarettes have become I don't know the exact word for it, but they're not as popular today as they were in the 60s and 70s and
Oh
80s.
no, 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 no.
The popularity of cigarettes has gone down.
No, they're smoking more weed now.
Yeah, yeah. But you can't smoke weed in those places either. But no, it's just that people have become more health conscious, I think.
Well, I tell you, since they legalized weed, you walk in my complex down the hall and any floor, you smell it, and you
Oh,
smell
yeah.
it pretty good,
Yeah.
and my son smells it too,
Yeah.
and I thought to myself, well, okay, I know smoking is bad for you, but too much weed can do a lot of harm to you too.
Well, yeah, if you're smoking it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. If you're
I
smoking it,
mean, I take weed now, but it's most of the stuff I take, it's the CBD, and that's basically a
or
painkiller.
those gummy bears.
I tried the gummies these are CBD gummy bears, and I tried the other ones, but I never taken a whole one yet. I've only taken like a quarter of one, and
Yeah,
nothing
well,
really happened. The only thing that's really happened is my pains in my hand will go away or my shoulder. You know.
hi RKH, how you doing? Yeah, the thing is, like the woman downstairs that I was seeing for a little while, she moved out anyways, but she was eating those gummy bears,
Yeah.
and but the thing is, she had problems with her stomach
Right.
before that, and
Right.
I says, you're gonna have more problems with your stomach, and sure enough, her stomach was sore from eating too many gummies because
Well, you would.
of the coating on it, eh?
Oh, I suppose I don't know.
Well, if you got problems with your stomach already, you know that that's going to activate it more.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
It's just common knowledge, right?
She might have been eating them, hoping that it would take the pain away.
Hey, your favorite wrestler. Boy, your wrestler, BKH. But I'm just saying, like, like it even says it on the package that it gives you a coating in your stomach, you know, that is hard on your stomach if you
Yeah.
take too many of them.
Well, probably. Yeah. I've used the spray, and the spray worked good, and I've used the drops, and the drops worked good. But I've never taken anything like I've never used the THC full strength.
Right, right.
Like the THC I've used has been in the gummies, but I've only taken like a quarter of one or half of one. That's the most, and I never got
Oh no,
high.
she was taking it like candy. She was eating it like candy.
Yeah, well, that's a bit too much. Now,
Like
if I take the ones with the CBD in it, and I take one of those, my pains in my hands and my shoulders, they're gone,
right,
and
right.
they'll be gone for maybe 6, 8, 12 hours.
Well, I can understand that because it says it's a good pain relief
Yeah,
for arthritis and things
yeah,
of that nature.
yeah.
I heard that
So
before too.
the only thing it's expensive unless you can get a prescription from your doctor, and only like my doctor, he doesn't have a license to give you a prescription.
Right, right.
So he says I can't give you a prescription because I'm not licensed to do that. That's one reason, and the other reason, of course, he doesn't get any kickback from it.
Pretty soon, maybe my son has to take it for his ADHD to
Well,
control it.
it it wouldn't probably hurt him if he did.
No,
I
because
mean,
they
it's
said it does help kids with ADHD.
yeah. Well, I mean, you see, that's what you would try, and what you would try probably first would be if you're going to try that, I would use the drops.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the drops that are 100% CBD,
Right, right, right.
and then I was taking like 3 drops, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was kind of I was noticing the pain was going away, and then a friend of mine, he says no, he says you got to eat that line that's on your dropper, he said, that's the one you should take starting out. And I
Right,
said, well,
right,
gee, that's quite a bit. He says, yes, but he said that you have to get this into your body, so you got to take this every day, not
right,
just when
right.
you think you should take it. You got to take it every day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I started taking it every day, and Jesus, my joints and everything felt great for all the time.
Well,
But
for the
then it,
longest time at school, they wanted my son to go on Ritalin. I said, I'm not putting my son on Ritalin. No
well,
freaking way.
there's Deborah's son Keith was on Ritalin because he was one of those kids that was just you know
Well,
hyperactive.
my son, he does have it like mild. He's not like I've seen kids that have ADHD and they're on the bus and they're freaking bouncing up and down like a
Yeah,
freaking yo-yo.
yeah,
My son doesn't do that,
no,
and he just has a hard time focusing. That's
yeah,
basically his problem.
yeah, yeah. Well, Deborah's got a grandson that's like that. He just can't focus on anything.
But learning, my son is a genius.
Well, that's good.
Like
So he
he's
must be
smart,
focusing on
smart as a
something.
whip. He's as
Yeah,
smart as a whip.
yeah. Well, he must be focusing on something.
He does focus at school. That's one thing I gotta say.
Well, maybe you should
But if it's something he's not interested in, no, he doesn't have no interest,
Yeah, but I
and he
mean,
loses focus right
yeah.
away.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, nobody's. I mean, there were subjects in school that I wasn't interested in, but I just said to myself, "Look, you may hate this subject, but you got to pass it."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, that's why I told my son now, like they have different levels of math,
Yeah.
which I don't understand. I don't understand the whole
No.
concept of that
Right. Right.
because that's not putting a child ready for college whatsoever.
Well.
Because what's going to happen if they're on the lower math and they want to go to college and they go, well, you got the lower math. You can't go to college with the lower math.
Well, yeah, but that's right. But if he's smart enough, he could probably take an upgrade after he
Oh,
graduated to
yeah.
program.
Oh, yeah.
But I
For
mean,
sure.
that's different things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, school is different today than it was when you and I went to
Well,
school.
it's not the same anymore. I remember when the teacher, if you had a problem with math, they would stay after class and you stay
Yeah,
after class and they help you.
yeah,
Now, no freaking way, man. You're
no,
on your own.
yeah,
See ya.
yeah.
The teachers don't give a shit anymore. That's the biggest problem. They just
No,
want to
that's
make
right.
money. That's all they want to do is make money.
Yep, yep.
And
Well,
they're
that's
so and they're so fast to label your child. They're no doctor, they're not a nurse, but they
no,
label your child as soon as they have a bit of a problem with your child.
yeah.
And that's what I don't like.
Well, then that's when you should take your child to the doctor, and the doctor will say, "This is what the problem is." You know.
Well, we know that is that has HD, but the thing is, like, it was coming to a point. They didn't want my son at school anymore unless he was on Ritalin or he was on some kind of medication.
Well, yeah, because he's disrupting the whole class. See?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean,
Huh,
it's like there's an ad on TV. I don't know if you've seen it up there, but there's a guy talking, and you can't really understand what he's saying. Now, this guy looks like he's 65 years old,
right,
but he's got something that's happened to him at some point in time. Now, maybe he had a stroke, you know.
right,
But
right.
I mean, you can't understand. I mean, he talks, and you can if you really pay attention, you pick up the odd couple of words. But the
Yeah.
thing is, he's. I couldn't listen to him for a long period of time because he would disrupt. He would just irritate the crap out of me.
Well,
You
that's
know.
like when they interview Bob Dylan. Same thing. Yeah, you can't understand every word he says either.
No, no. Well, he was always talked that way.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Ozzy Osbourne is another one.
yeah, yeah. They have this big long drawl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know Bob Dylan played here, and I think the first three songs, I wasn't sure what he was singing. You know,
No.
they had
Oh, I know.
Alanis Morissette played here, and I went to see her, and I didn't understand a word she said in the first three songs, and I think the problem was they had the volume cranked up so loud it was all
Yeah.
distorted.
Yeah.
You know,
Or it's bouncing back from the walls.
well, it was, yeah, but it worked after the first couple songs. The first three songs I didn't understand it, but after that it wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's the thing today. Like Deborah's one of her grandsons. He's kind of like he can't go to school. There's days he can't go to school because
Oh, wow.
he's just too
Hyper?
no, he's not hyper. He's oh, he gets not hyperactive. He just gets real nervous. And
Oh,
his
yeah.
stomach will start aching, and he just gets all I can't go to school today, and he'll just stay home and go to sleep all day.
Right, right.
But see, there's another problem. They have to take his computer away from him all the time because he's on that at nighttime. And when they shut down the school, he was playing on that. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, it's in his bedroom.
Oh,
You know, so
yeah,
they
just
had,
send me to my bedroom. I got everything there, right?
yeah.
No,
Well,
no
that's
problem.
basically it. And then he'd take these big temper tantrums.
Yeah, yeah.
Slamming doors and all that crap.
Yeah, my son does that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So they got him on something now. I don't know what he's on, but they said they had to put him on something because he's just getting too
Oh,
crazy.
my son almost took his life though one day.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, because she left some medication just laying around. And my son took them and he had his stomach pumped out.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Nope. They're very suicidal too, eh?
Yeah,
From what I heard, anyways.
yeah. Well, that's possible.
They don't like pressure, eh? That's
Yeah. Well, that'd be like Deborah's grandson.
yeah.
Like he
They don't
can't
like pressure.
handle pressure at
Yeah,
school. He can't handle the exams. I gotta write exams. Oh, I
yeah,
used to hate
yeah.
exams too. Of course, I used to fucking freak out.
God, I remember those 500-word essays or things of that nature. Freaking, I
Yeah,
hate those things. What did you do for the summer?
yeah. I smoked dope, partied
That's a
with the
good one.
boys, got my
That's a
first
good
kiss.
question. Yeah. And then you have to do it in 500 words.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like those things. I hated them. I
I
always did pretty good in school, but I
Well,
always like
John, I gotta
I
go. I
always
guess.
yeah, I always liked that course drafting. I enjoyed that mechanical
Yeah,
drafting. I
yeah.
love that.
I like drafting. It was what I enjoyed the most. But
Yeah. Okay, Steve. Well, thanks for coming.
yeah. Well, I'm
And
always on. Oh, that's why I was not here quite a bit because I was in there looking for that model box. I said,
right.
"Where the hell is that?" I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked up the shelves. Finally, I was standing there looking right at it. And it's right there in front of me.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I
Well,
know
it's
the
been so
feeling.
long since I looked at it. I wasn't sure what I was looking,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
it looked like. But, yeah.
Okay.
Catch you
Have a good
later.
night. Yeah,
Yeah.
later. Well, thanks everybody for coming in the chat and hanging out with us. I hope you like what I've done so far to the 55 Chevy. Yeah, for now on, I'll just record it and post it. I think that'd be better that way. And lunch was my favorite subject, eh, John Claus? Yeah, recess was my favorite subject too. But anyways, guys and gals, if Mary's still in here, thanks for coming. Like I said, the pin up there, that's basically for my son to have some Christmas presents. That's all basically what it is. You know, if you can donate, donate. If you can't, I understand. No big deal. Yeah, everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.